Good afternoon, students. Now we are going to learn about one important compound of nitrogen, that is nitric acid. It's one of the mineral acid. The formula for nitric acid is HNO3. Just we are going to learn about how to prepare this nitric acid, what are the different methods to prepare nitric acid, as well as the physical properties of nitric acid, chemical properties, as well as the uses of nitric acid. Now we are going to learn about one of the important method of preparation of nitric acid. So the first method given in the textbook is nitric acid is prepared by heating equal amount of potassium nitrate or sodium nitrate with concentrated sulfuric acid. You all know the formula for potassium nitrate, and its formula is KNO3, and sodium nitrate, its formula is NaNO3. Here, for doing the experiment, they have taken potassium nitrate and treated with concentrated sulfuric acid. When this potassium nitrate treated with concentrated sulfuric acid, the product obtained is potassium hydrogen sulfate plus nitric acid. The nitric acid is what we are expecting. So this nitric acid, normally this nitric acid could be colorless as well as can be brown in color. It all depend upon the concentration of the nitric acid. So let's see here how this experiment is being carried out. Here normally for this, the temperature is kept as low as possible to avoid the decomposition of nitric acid. Once the nitric acid is formed, it will easily decompose to give you the product called to be nitrogen dioxide, water as well as oxygen. So nitrogen dioxide is a gas. The water at that particular temperature, it may converted into the steam plus the oxygen gas. So to avoid that, this experiment will be carried out at low temperature. So the acid condenses to a fuming liquid. Here the acid is coming up at the surface of that container, which is colored in brown. And you can see that it's brown in color. It's due to the presence of little nitrogen dioxide which is formed due to the decomposition of nitric acid. Though we are maintaining the low temperature, some nitric acid is getting converted into nitrogen dioxide. Due to that, the color of this become somewhat light brown in color. So let's see about the physical properties of nitric acid. So the pure nitric acid is colorless. Then it boils at 86 degrees Celsius. The acid is completely miscible with water, forming a constant boiling mixture, that is 98% of nitric acid. Then its boiling point will be 120.5 degrees Celsius. So we have a nitric acid in the lab which has 68% of nitric acid, but this 98% of nitric acid is otherwise called as the fuming nitric acid. So the fuming nitric acids will contains oxides of nitrogens. And this fuming nitric acid can be red fuming nitric acid and white fuming nitric acids. And this red fuming nitric acid is having 90% of nitric acid, but it will have high content of NO2. But the white fuming nitric acid will be having nearly 98 to 99% of nitric acid. Will have very less amount of somewhat 0.5% of nitrogen dioxide will be present. So that is about the fuming nitric acid. Then this is highly concentrated than a ordinary nitric acid. Then it decomposes on exposure to sunlight. This fuming nitric acid on exposure to sunlight or on being heated, it converted into nitrogen dioxide, water as well as oxygen. So these are the pictures of fuming nitric acid. Now due to this reason, pure acid or its concentrated solution become yellow on standing. This is about the physical properties. So only they had explained about the fuming nitric acid. What is fuming nitric acid? 98% of nitric acid is called as fuming nitric acid. It's called to be fuming nitric acid because it contains oxides of nitrogen, as well as when it is exposed to sunlight or heated, it can decompose to give you nitrogen dioxide and water, etc. Next, about its chemical properties. It can act as a very good oxidizing agent because its oxidation, you know that nitrogen, its oxidation number is +5 in nitric acid. So that will changes from +5 to lower 1. Then it can act as a very good acid that does not yield hydrogen in its reaction with the metal. The next, it can act as a very good nitrating agent. These are the things which you have studied already. What is meant by nitrating mixture? So that is concentrated nitric acid and sulfuric acid. So the first property as an acid, like other acid, it reacts with a base. You all know acid means it will react with a base to give you salt and water. Likewise, our acid, that is nitric acid, can also react with the oxides, like metallic oxides. A base, acid reacts with the base to give you the salt called to be zinc nitrate as well as the water. Then one more is the iron oxide. Here this is ferrous oxide treated with nitric acid to give you ferric nitrate. FeNO3 thrice. Ferric nitrate plus nitrogen monoxide as well as the water molecule. Then as an oxidizing agent, the important chemical property of this nitric acid is can be a very good oxidizing agent. So oxidizing agent means something which undergo reduction is called to be an oxidizing agent. So this can undergo reduction. What is meant by reduction in terms of oxygen? The reduction is nothing but the removal of oxygen. So we have nitric acid in that 3 oxygen atom, but this nitric acid is getting converted into NO2 where 1 oxygen atom is getting removed. So this can act as an oxidizing agent and it undergo reduction and make the other one to undergo oxidation. So this carbon, that is the non-metals, all given carbon, sulfur, phosphorus, iodine, fluorine and hydrogen sulfide. All these non-metals are getting converted into it. These are undergo oxidation. This is undergoing reduction. So oxidation means addition of oxygen. So carbon is getting converted into carbon dioxide, sulfur into sulfuric acid, and then phosphorus into phosphoric acid, etc. So the non-metal is getting converted into the respective non-metallic oxide. So for that this nitric acid can be utilized. The other one important chemical property of this nitric acid is as a nitrating agent. When an organic compound like benzene, when it is treated with concentrated nitric acid and sulfuric acid. The hydrogen atom from this benzene is getting replaced and substituted by NO2 group from the nitric acid. So you are getting benzene treated with nitric acid. The presence of concentrated sulfuric acid, you are getting the compound called to be nitrobenzene with the water molecule. So here it was written C6H6. So I have written the structure. You got the product called to be NO2. So there will be a bond coming there. So you will get a bond here. Okay. So this is nitration, and the mechanism involved in that nitration you have learned in 11th standard, but still it was ionized and given. When nitric acid and sulfuric acid, these two join, you get the product nitronium ion, NO2 plus ion. The water molecule will be removed and hydrogen sulfate ion will be removed. So the NO2 plus ion will go on attack at this benzene ring, where H will be replaced and NO2 plus will go on occupy at that position. So it can act as a very good nitrating agent. Good afternoon, students. Now we are going to learn a very important topic from the nitric acid, that is action of nitric acid on metal. How this nitric acid reacts with the metal and what are the products obtained, all those things we are going to see in this. The first point is all metals with the exception of gold, platinum, iridium and tantalum reacts with nitric acid. So gold will not react, platinum will not react, iridium and tantalum, those will not react with the nitric acids. But nitric acid oxidizes the metal. It converts the metal into the metal oxides. The next one, some metals such as aluminium, which are the common metal which we are familiar with, aluminium, iron, cobalt, nickel and chromium, these are rendered passive because these will not react with nitric acid, and especially concentrated nitric acid due to the formation of a layer of their oxide on the metal surface. Like when aluminium is exposed to air, automatically the oxygen will react and form a coating over the aluminium. That's called as aluminium oxide. So due to the coating over the aluminium, further this nitric acid, when we add, it will not attack that metal surface because the metal surface is already covered by the oxygen layer. So due to the oxide layer over the metal surface, this concentrated acid become passive. It will be inactive. So which prevent the nitric acid from reacting with the pure metal. So nitric acid cannot react the pure metal because the pure metal is covered by the oxygen. Aluminium become aluminium oxide, iron become iron oxide, cobalt oxide. So these will not be affected by the concentrated acid due to the extra layer. With the strong electropositive metals like tin, arsenic, antimony, tungsten and molybdenum, nitric acid gives the metal oxide. So tin oxide, arsenic oxide, antimony oxide, etc. So when these metal treated with nitric acid, it get converted into the respective metal oxide, in which the metal will be in the higher oxidation state and the acid is reduced to a lower oxidation state. So the acid which is treated, that is nitric acid which is treated with these metal, will converted into the byproduct where the nitrogen will get the lower oxidation number. When you calculate the oxidation number of this N, the byproducts which obtained NO2, NO, whose oxidation number will be getting lowered. Already you know for the nitric acid its oxidation number is +5. When it converted into NO2, its oxidation number, this is for in NO2 x plus 2 into minus 2, so minus 4 plus 4. Nitrogen, its oxidation number become +4 in this case. But this case x plus 2 into minus 1 minus 2, it's +2. Nitrogen, its oxidation state is +2. So nitric acid +5, from that it is getting converted into +4 in this case and +2 in this case. But the metal gets the higher oxidation state. So here tin get converted into tin oxide and arsenic oxide, antimony oxide, tungsten oxide and molybdenum oxides. Then occasionally the common byproducts are NO2, NO and water. Sometime there will be nitrogen, hydroxylamine, and ammonia can also be formed as a byproduct. When nitric acid is treated with a metal, these are the byproduct would be obtained. So as we all know, the oxidation number of nitric acid, that is +5. So I have written how to calculate the oxidation number, which you have already learned in 11th standard, to calculation of the oxidation number. For the nitric acid, its value is said to be +5. Let's see how it is calculated. So the nitrogen, I am taking it as X, and hydrogen, you know, its oxidation number is +1. So I am writing 1 plus X plus how many oxygen? 3 oxygen. 3 into oxidation number of oxygen is -2. So -2 is equal to 0. It's a neutral molecule, so equal to 0. So 1 plus 3 into -2 -6 equal to 0. So X minus 5, that is 1 minus 6. X minus 5 equal to 0. X equal to +5. So in nitric acid, the nitrogen carry the oxidation number of +5. But the other byproduct, after it act as an oxidizing agent, it loses its oxygen and get converted into the byproduct like NO2, HNO2, NO, N2O, N2 and NH3. Let's see what's its oxidation number. It's given already, but let's calculate. NO2, N can be considered to be X. So X plus 2 oxygen atom, 2 into -2 equal to 0, X minus 4 equal to 0, X is equal to +4. So NO2, nitrogen dioxide, its oxidation number is +4. Come to nitrous acid, HNO2. I have underlined nitrogen, that is considered to be X. X plus hydrogen, its oxidation number +1, and oxygen 2 into -2 equal to 0. So 1 plus 2 into -2 -4 equal to 0. So 1 minus 4 -3. So X equal to +3. For nitrous acid, HNO2, nitrogen having the oxidation number of +3. And NO, N can be considered to be X plus 1 oxygen atom, its oxidation number -2, so X equal to +2. So for NO, its oxidation number +2 for nitrogen. And N2O, so I'm 2 nitrogen, so I'm taking it as 2X. 2X plus 1 oxygen, it's -2. So 2X equal to +2, X is equal to +2 by 2, it's +1. Then for nitrogen, that one you all know, elementary state, the oxidation number of an element is always equal to 0. And for ammonia, N I have underlined, X plus 3. Hydrogen, its oxidation number +1. So I'm writing 3 into 1 equal to 0. X is equal to -3. So here already they had mentioned, when it acting as an oxidizing agent, the oxidation number of nitrogen is higher, oxidation number is getting reduced. That is +5 to +3, +4, +2, +1, 0, minus, etc. So this is the important aspect, the main reaction between the metal and nitric acid. So here the reaction of metal with nitric acids are explained in 3 steps. So that is the primary reaction, secondary reaction and tertiary reaction. Let's see what is the primary reaction. M is nothing but metal. It is treated with nitric acid, get converted into metal nitrate, plus hydrogen is obtained and it is given in an elementary state. So it's called to be a nascent hydrogen, that is highly reactive. Nascent hydrogen. H2 means its molecular state, then the reaction would be complete. Already we have studied that the nitric acid reacts with the metal and does not release hydrogen gas. So here it doesn't release hydrogen gas. It had given only the nascent hydrogen, so it's a very active hydrogen. So this is the primary reaction taken place when a metal reacts with the nitric acid. Let's see about the secondary reaction. So when nitric acid, further metal with nitric acid give you metal nitrate plus hydrogen. The hydrogen which formed, the nascent hydrogen, further reacts with the nitric acid and get converted into nitrous acid as well as the water. This is one second reaction. The other time, this here only one H I have represented. If there is n number of H, 2H if it reacts with nitric acid, you will get nitrous acid. If 6 hydrogen atom react with nitric acid, you are getting the product called to be hydroxylamine, NH2OH. If 8 hydrogen atom reacts with nitric acid, you are getting the byproduct is ammonia. If again 8 hydrogen atom reacts, you may get either ammonia or you will get hyponitrous acid. So you need to learn in the secondary reaction, nitric acid reacts with hydrogen to give you 4 different products. One is nitrous acid, another one hydroxylamine, another one ammonia, another one hyponitrous acid. Now the reaction is not yet over. After the secondary reaction is formed, there will be a tertiary reaction. This tertiary reaction can be divided into two kinds. One is decomposition of the secondary product. Another one, reaction of secondary product. Decomposition of secondary product means secondary products are nitrous acid, hydroxylamine, ammonia and hyponitrous acid. So I have taken nitrous acid. When this nitrous acid decomposes, what would be the product? The product is nitric acid plus NO plus H2O. Or when nitrous acid decomposes, there is another product called to be dinitrogen trioxide plus water. Then if the hyponitrous acid, only we have considered hyponitrous acid and nitrous acid in case of decomposition reaction. So if the hyponitrous acid decomposes to give you the product called to be dinitrogen monoxide, that is N2O is obtained. But if the reaction taken place between the secondary products, between these 4 products, once they have explained, nitrous acid if it reacts with ammonia. The nitrous acid if it reacts with the ammonia, the product obtained is nitrogen gas is released and the water. If the nitrous acid reacts with the hydroxylamine, nitrous acid combined with hydroxylamine gets the product called to be N2O. And if the nitrous acid reacts with the nitric acid, because nitrous acid decomposes to give you nitric acid, that also will be present in the container. So some amount of nitrous acid, if it combined with nitric acid, the product obtained is called to be NO2. So you must learn all these reactions. Only then we can able to write how a single metal can react with the nitric acid and give you the products. Here there are some of the examples of metal reacting with nitric acid. When copper reacts with nitric acid, you know the product obtained is copper nitrate. If magnesium reacts with nitric acid, the product is magnesium nitrate. Copper nitrate formula CuNO3 twice and magnesium nitrate formula MgNO3. MgNO3 twice, not MgNO3, MgNO3 twice, because magnesium oxidation number +2, NO3 -1, crisscross it, you will get MgNO3 twice. The next one, copper nitrate, Cu oxidation number +2, nitrate oxidation number -1, so it becomes CuNO3 twice. The next one, when zinc reacts with nitric acid, zinc nitrate, Zn-NO3 the whole twice, that is Zn +2 nitrate, it is -1, so you will get the product. So CuNO3 twice, MgNO3 twice, Zn-NO3 twice. Let's learn the reaction takes place in copper. Copper with nitric acid. When copper treated with nitric acid, the product obtained is copper nitrate plus nascent hydrogen, 6 hydrogen. So this is the primary reaction between copper and nitric acid. If this nascent hydrogen, the secondary reaction, this nascent hydrogen further reacts with the nitric acid and get converted into the secondary product called to be the nitrous acid, plus the byproduct is water. And the tertiary reaction will be this secondary product formed will undergo a decomposition. You know nitrous acid, when it decomposes to give you nitric acid plus nitrogen monoxide and water. So this is tertiary. When we sum up this, when we add these 3 reactions, you will get, I'm going to add these 3 reactions. You can cancel the common things. This 6 hydrogen and this 6 hydrogen get cancelled. And then this nitrous acid and this nitrous acid will get cancelled. Then product side 1 nitric acid. From this I can cancel 1 nitric acid and it become 2 nitric acid. Now you can just write the product. The overall reaction will be, can sum up, that is 3Cu plus 6 plus 2 HNO3, it's 8 HNO3 gives 3CuNO3 twice plus 2NO plus 4 H2O will be obtained. But with concentrated nitric acid, the copper produces nitrogen dioxide. This is with the dilute nitric acid. It give you nitrogen monoxide. With the concentrated nitric acid, copper give you nitrogen dioxide. The formula for nitrogen dioxide is NO2. Next, let's see about what is the reaction of magnesium with nitric acid. Magnesium reacts with nitric acid to give you MgNO3 twice. This is the primary reaction, 8 nascent hydrogen. Then next, this nascent hydrogen reacts with nitric acid to give you ammonia. Ammonia plus the water molecule. Then next, this ammonia undergo reaction with nitric acid to get the product called to be ammonium nitrate. Now, we can sum up this also. When we sum up this 8 hydrogen and this 8 hydrogen getting cancelled, then we'll see what else are common. Nitric acid here, do we have any nitric acid? There is no nitric acid. And here there is ammonia, and that product side there is ammonia. All got cancelled and we get the product. The overall reaction will be 4Mg plus, how many HNO3? 8. Here 1 plus 1, that is 10 HNO3 gives 4 MgNO3 twice plus NH4NO3 plus 3 molecular water molecule. 3 water molecule will be obtained. Next, with the dilute acid, magnesium produces N2O. This is with concentrated acid, it give you ammonium nitrate. With the dilute acid, it produces the byproduct called to be N. Next, about the uses of nitric acid. Nitric acid is used as an oxidizing agent and in the preparation of aqua regia. Aqua regia is nothing but 1:3%. That is 1% of nitric acid and 3% of hydrochloric acid. That mixture is called as aqua regia, and this aqua regia is used to dissolve the gold. So only gold will react with the solution is called to be the aqua regia. Second use is salt of nitric acid, that is NaNO3 and AgNO3 etc. Salts of nitric acids are used in photography and gunpowder for firearms. So in photography, how it is used, let's watch this. So first they have taken silver nitrate solution and they dipped the filter paper into that silver nitrate solution and they dried it and then keeping this key over that, you can find. So this is a way it can be helpful for photography.